What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna check out Monster Hunter Wilds on the TV PC here. Now, I remember back during the benchmark, this processor seemed to be kind of holding the system back. So I'm wondering if it still will, or if I'm gonna be able to mess around with it and get some decent gameplay. Because I was able to get decent gameplay on the main PC as soon as it stopped crashing, which it did by itself. Didn't do nothing. Didn't even restart the son of a bitch. I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah, it's probably just being a little bastard. Sometimes computers can be little bastards, but damn, do they look good, especially on a TV like this. Like, so far, every single kind of like couch single player game I played on here has looked absolutely great. But sometimes that processor does screw me over hooked up to this 4090. Now, that's why I don't tell people to go and build a PC like this. This is made out of just spare parts. I just wanted a TV PC, so there we go. I got one. You know? So pretty soon, the main PC will take its place, and I'll build a new main PC, and then we won't have, hopefully, any issues anymore, well, besides maybe crashing because my processor degraded, but I plan to buy a 14900K to replace the 13900KF and just send that thing into Intel and then have a spare when it gets back. Or they might deny me, who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna wait for this to finish transferring because I somehow forgot to put it on this computer, but luckily you guys don't have to wait for no 126 gigs, so we'll just jump on into the settings. All right, here we go. We're just gonna do a carbon copy of what we did on the main PC. Unfortunately though, this is one of those games where the 5800X 3D kind of lets us down if you want to use like ray tracing and like the super high res textures and all that stuff. We couldn't really get away with using those and staying above 60, so I'm still going to show the results, but it's just disappointing. But pretty soon it's going to be replaced with my main PC anyway, so it's all good. Alright, here we are in the game, and as you can see, we're dropping quite a bit more frames here than we did on the main PC. I mean, we got down to like 48 on one of those, but we dropped all the way down to 43 on this one. And then the frame times, I think, are quite a bit worse. I mean, it's not completely unplayable for some, but I don't think too many people with a system like this would want to play with FPS like this. Although, there's honestly probably not too many people out there with a 5800X 3D mixed with a 4090, but I'm sure there's some out there. Because most of the time in games, it's not that big of a difference at 4K. But there are some where it holds it back, and there's some where there's a pretty big difference. It all depends on what you want to play. But still, even when it's a halfway decently big difference, it's like, still, is that worth, you know, upgrading and spending like at least bare minimum of $1,200 to $1,500 for like maybe even 20 FPS tops? Most people are going to say, I don't think so. But then there's crazy people like me that have like 20,000 systems and this, that, and the other thing, so I just like tech. So I get new shit and have fun with it. Even if I don't technically need it. Some AIO. AIO is badass. Anyway, time to move on. Alright, so now we're going to try turning DLSS to quality. But if I remember correctly, it doesn't really help, unfortunately. Not in town. In some spots, yes, but not in the spots we care about. I think it still drops to the same 48 or whatever FPS. Anyway, let's go hop in and see. Alright, here we go. We got DLSS on quality. Seemed pretty similar FPS. I think we gained a couple FPS even in the worst spots, like 3. But still can't stay above 60 in town, unfortunately. Not with ray tracing on and the high texture pack anyway. Seems like it doesn't like either one of them, unfortunately. So if you want to get good FPS on a system like this, you gotta drop it all the way down to high. And I believe still use some quality DLSS on top of it. Yep, still can't quite hit 60 everywhere. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, now here we go. Same settings here. But over here, we're going to go ahead and turn frame gen on. And on this one, the recording works fine, but frame gen has crazy massive artifacts and weird shit. So I was like, alright, apparently this computer is not like that. Because I feel like if it was a GPU issue, it would just do that all the time, you would think. Alright, well, here we go. And it definitely helps, but still, like, when you're just moving around, it still feels like you're, not getting a constant 60. At least in town. But it still helps. Yeah, see what I mean? Weird ass artifacts. So, after I saw that, I was like, alright, well, apparently it does not like frame gen, so let's not do that anymore. Like I said before, if it was the GPU being, like, unstable or dying or something, I feel like it would just do that shit all the time, no matter what I did, right? But alright, let us move on along. Alright, let's turn ray tracing off and see how it does. So we'll just start native 4K again. And then we'll do quality DLSS and so on and so forth. Alright. So now, game time. Alright, here we go. No ray tracing, native 4K. Unfortunately, we still are dropping down into the 40s and 50s. In town. Yeah, definitely not the best experience still. So it's not like it's just the ray tracing preventing it from, doing it what it needs to do. It's just, I don't think it likes being native 4K, and I don't think it likes that high texture pack. Even though the 4090 is more than able to do it, because we saw it do it no problem on the 1300KF PC. Well, now, the one thing though is this one never crashed a single time. It did exactly what I asked and played the game. Maybe not as well, but no crashes. Whereas the 1300KF was crashing, like, I think twice, and then all of a sudden was fine. And then even didn't crash for like 12, 13, maybe even 18 minutes of camera recorded gameplay time. So I don't know what the heck's going on with that, but I think it's just the CPU. I think it's just degraded. Because just to test, I think the second time it crashed, wasn't recording and just wanted to see what would happen. I turned the GPU back to stock just to see if, it it was a bad overclock still. But so far, this is the only other game that was crashing, so I didn't think so, but I just wanted to be sure, but no, that was not it. All right, so here we go. Now we're going to turn on DLSS onto quality. And we need to turn that off too. I think I forgot to do that last time on the main PC for one. But anyway, there we go. Quality DLSS, no ray tracing. Alright, let's get into that game. Well, now here we go. We're going to do some DLSS on quality now. Still drops under 60 though, down to 46 and 48 like it was before. And we don't have ray tracing to blame, so I think it just doesn't like that high texture pack. Because the other computer was able to play this just fine at this point. Well, at least it does pretty good out here. Well, technically we should say at least it does pretty well out here. Would be the proper English way to say that. Oh wow, it's only 104? I don't know. After doing all this talking and whatnot, and I figured it was going to be like freaking 4 in the morning again. But I still have to edit all the videos. And there's still a few more of these to do. But time to move on. All right, now here we go. All this we're leaving the same. And then we're going to do high. And this is pretty much the best way to play it. I think I messed with a couple other things, but this is pretty much the settings I go with for my settings as well. But anyway, let's get into the game. Let's see how it does. Here we are in the game. And now it actually does stay above 60 in town, I do believe. Barely at some points, but still does. At least this town. Can't say it will every place in the game, but at least where we are, I think we're good now. I mean, it still looks great. Obviously, it looked better with the high-res textures and everything, but why have them if it makes the game run like crap, right? But at least my main PC can have them, and ray tracing, and still get pretty decent FPS. So if that can do that, I'm pretty sure my new computer will be able to play it pretty damn well. If I can build it anytime soon, we will see. I hear there's supposed to be a bunch of 5090s flooding the market mid-month. We'll see if that's just rumors or if it's actually true. And also see if the scalpers were lying or not. They said they have enough money now. Even if there's a decent supply of graphics cards, no one will have a 5090 on their watch. Well, I don't know. I think they were just trolling and rage tweeting. I don't think they have that much money. They would need, I think, billions of dollars. Oh, that was neat. I just saw a shooting star. And it was moving fast. Like, I think that's the kind of thing I don't think most people would even notice. I don't know what the hell you'd call it, but my vision's really good at, like, just seeing fast-moving things and noticing, like, them in great detail. But that was cool. That thing looked like it was moving at, like, Mach 30. Anyway, though, let's move on along. Well, alright, guys, let's get ourselves some camera recorded gameplay now. And I'm just running it on high. but I put it to DLSS quality instead of balanced. Oops, sorry, kitty. That's interesting. Why is this computer only using 16 gigs of RAM for this game? A lot of the other ones are at 20. Interesting. And I did not leave Chrome up or anything on it. I make sure that every once in a while I mess up, but when I do, I always mention like, oh shit, I forgot Chrome was up in the background, so ignore the RAM or whatever. But not this time. That's not what's going on. Alright, we can just make this whole thing about fighting that. Just like we did on the main computer. Wouldn't it be funny if that's what a Tyrannosaurus actually looked like? right into that like an absolute. Well, at least we broke his tail. He'll be mad about that. Doesn't seem to stop him from using it, though. Thanks for the help, little velociraptor thingies. Left for this thing. Good. Wrong button. Yeah. Says I have normal ammo, but I don't know. It's like I can't fire it. Don't get it. That's how you do it. Regardless. tail off. Get back over here, you. We got a job to do. Get pissed. If I remember correctly, his tail is somewhere over here. I don't know if I can get to it in time. yeah, that's right. The quest just completes. It's not like you get like teleported somewhere.
お疲れ様でした。相変わらずお見事。
And all right. And I think that's probably good. So why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Monster Hunter Wilds. And definitely found a way to play on here too. Can't quite do what we do on the main PC. The CPU just holds us back a little bit, but it is what it is. But at least you can still get acceptable performance. It just sucks when you can't max stuff out. But that's why I don't go around and recommend people to go out and copy this exact build. But most of the time, it's just fine. So it's mostly just there to show, hey, if you got an aging system and you just want a badass GPU and want to play at 4K, 99% of the time you're gonna be fine. But there's been a couple games where I've gotten screwed over, especially with ray tracing, because of that thing. But this game, it doesn't really seem to be much of that ray tracing. Ray tracing on or off, it seems to get about the same FPS. It seemed to mostly be the high texture pack more than anything. So I don't know. Hopefully there's room for improvement, but I have a feeling it's just the CPU's too weak for it, unfortunately. The same thing would probably happen if we went to try to play Dragon's Dogma 2. I'd probably drop in the 40s in town no matter what. Or into the or if I had to tone the settings down, maybe I could hit 60 in town on time, but I wouldn't be able to maxed out ray tracing, all that stuff, I'm willing to bet. But in any case though, still a fun game. I'm definitely having fun with it. No idea what I'm doing still. I'm sure I look stupid running around on my little chicken thing, trying to attack that thing, but hey, I figured out a way to beat stuff, so I took it. But in any case though, that is all I got for you guys for this particular video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.